So, you want to bag your Subaru Legacy. Welcome back to another video. So, andito tayo ngayon, or we're here again, with a Subaru Legacy naman this time. But, let me show you something special about this Subaru Legacy. This Subaru Legacy is a STI swapped Subaru Legacy. That's an EJ207 from the GD chassis STI. So, this thing is packing. And we've done this before. Actually, na-airsus na namin to last year. Actually, 1 year na to. And it's back for maintenance. And then, it's back for new wheels and new fitment. And then, nagpa-engine swap siya. So, halos hindi niya nagamit yung system. So, another thing that happened to this car is nagkaroon sila ng differential conversion. Nag-all-wheel drive na to. So, nagalaw nila yung mga hose lines sa likod and kind of caused problems for the owner. So, pinatow pa niya yung kotse dito. Pero nonetheless, we're gonna talk about the Legacy as a platform. It's a quirky car. This specific Legacy is amazing. STI Legacy, what the fuck, right? Pero, we're gonna talk about the air suspensions, not the engine. We're going to discuss kung bakit ang Legacy ay quirky. There's something special about the front suspension and rear suspension on Legacy. You'll see later. And another thing that you should know about the Legacy is it's one of the iconic wagons na dumating sa Pilipinas, rather. So this is a big deal. The Legacy is a legacy car. So we're going to discuss how to bag. So you want to bag your Legacy. We're going to discuss that. Ano mga kailangan nyo tandaan? Anong wheel spec na kailangan nyo? Do you need fender pulls, fender rolls? Anong goma kung pwede? We're going to discuss that to you. And we're gonna show you how simple this car can be and how easy it is to do. Alright? So, stay tuned. Keep watching. Please subscribe to the channel. It'll support the cause so we can actually make videos like this. Subscribe kayo kasi it really helps, guys. We really see the growth of this channel and we really want to grow even more. With your help, please subscribe. A lot of you are watching but not subscribed. Alright? So, stay tuned. So we're gonna talk about the technical details. It's gonna get educational and technical. Okay, strap on your seatbelts and listen to the Subaru Legacy's under chassis. Alright. Sorry, the engine is a bit loud. So yun lang masasabi ko sa kotseng to. We're on the front of the car and actually, makikita natin we have a McPherson strut. Paano ulit ang McPherson strut? McPherson struts have a rotating, pivoting shock. Something to note about this is tinaas baso namin to. What's taas baso? As you can see, nilipat namin yung camber bolts pataas. Itinaas namin yung baso. Andito dati yan. Okay? Why do you do that? You do that because you want to lower the car even more than just the springs. Ito ay kayang gawin ng coilover kasi ang coilover iniikot lang, di ba? Iniikot lang natin yung shock body sa coilover. Sa mga ganito stock suspension, hindi natin pwedeng gawin yon. So you really have to cut and weld it. Okay? Taas baso ang tawag dito, boys and girls. It's an additional fee for those who have stock suspension na magpapa-air sus. When you can also lower the car using this one without sacrificing your spring rate. Yan ay mga black magic na mga static days. And we applied it to air suspension. So, ito yung ating airbag sa taas. So you can see, hindi siya masyado nagamit kasi nga this underwent a year of work for engine swap. So yan na siya ngayon. We have the airbag still there. Okay? There's a McPherson strut, so it will rotate. Hanginan ko muna. So that. Deflate natin. Sorry maingay Bear with me. It's a Subaru Rumble. Ayan. I-rotate ko yung ating manibela. So you can see it's a pivoting strut. Umiikot yung ating nagro-rotate, nagpipivot yung ating pinaka-shock sa kanyang axle, sa kanyang rotation point. Or basically, umiikot yung shock natin, gumagalaw. Nagpipivot yung shock natin. Yan ang McPherson strut. So something to note about it is you have to really be wary about your hose lines and everything. So sinasabay namin sa brake line ng kotse para maayos yung linya ng ating airlines. Here's my fingers, here's my hands. Going through all the sides. So maluwag siya. That's something to note about the Legacy. Very spacious car sa unahan. Wala tayong problema sa strut tower natin, wala tayong puncture points. Yun, nagtakas baso lang tayo, pero other than that, we're good. Okay, let's go to the back. Welcome to the back of the car. It's gonna get noisy because of the rumble, pero nag-idle na siya na maayos. So, we are at the back of the car, and as you can see, ito yung ating shock sa likod. I've mentioned in other videos na Subaru tends to not divorce the spring to the shock. Usually, ang mga kotse ngayon na modern era, magkahiwalay na ang shock absorber at saka spring sa likod. Pero Subaru tend to, have the discipline to just put struts and marriage siya. Marriage yung struts sa springs. And something to note, uy, ano yan? Bakit yung likod na shocks ng Legacy parang kamukha nung sa unahan? And that is the quirky thing about this car. The Legacy actually has two sets of front shocks. Yung likod niya gumagamit ng front shock. Yung brakes niya sa likod ay meron siyang camber bolts. So you can actually adjust the camber gamit to sa coaching to. You can actually have camber bolts to adjust the camber sa rear. And that's very unlikely because hindi na ganito yung mga lumalabas ngayon. And to see something like this ngayon sa coaching ito, it just goes to show you that it was really simple back then. I don't know what happened. Maybe because of fabrication cost, kaya binago ng mga industriya ngayon yung style ng suspension. But this is actually very simple. Okay? Napakasimple niyang architecture. So, let's put some air on the rear side of the bag. Okay, so inflated na siya. One thing to note again, sa Subaru Legacy, just like the front, it's very spacious. As you can see, it's very spacious. It's easier to see the suspensions ngayon kasi freshly painted yung kotse. And that's really nice to see. Really easy to show you kung anong pwedeng makita sa loob ng tore or sa wheel well habang naka-air suspension tayo. Nothing much to note except that yun nga, pangunahan to na suspension na nasa likod. Quirky, I know. Interesting. So, you're at the back of the car and you're seeing something really flush, di ba? Flush na flush yung ilalim. And there's something I like about the Subaru Legacy is that yung lipang likod niya na flooring is actually really nice. It's really flush. May bakal yan sa loob. Ito, itong buong ito, it looks so flush, right? So, if you actually raise it up, buong ito ay may structure na siya. Tapos pag binagsak mo, flush lang siya. And that exposes the air suspension system natin. Here is the first generation system. There's a lot of bugs, sorry. So basic lang, this was the first generation. We don't even have the cover yet back then. So lalagyan namin ng cover yung system na yon. It's nice to see, ito yung mga first namin ginawa sa company. And it's still here. It lives and it works well. Wala siyang issues. Pinaltan lang namin to ng brass fitting sa gitna. Other than that, that's it. Anything to note about the rear side of the Legacy? Wala. I just really love how it's flushed. This car is very simple, okay? Yun lang yung masasabi ko. It's really simple. This is actually bakal siya na heavy. It's a simple layout and it's actually utilitarian yung size niya. It's a spacious car. Yun lang masasabi ko. And all that being said is, the air suspension fits perfectly underneath all of that. And that's it. Although you have to sacrifice your spare tire, it's easy to move a spare tire than move the whole system, right? You want that system secured. And this is the perfect location for it. Okay? First generation, still works well. So welcome back. Nakababa na yung kotse. I have the keys to the car. We're going to start it. I'm gonna show you that rumble. Pakinggan natin ulit yung rumble ng kotseng to. So, the car's back on the floor and there's a noisy ass Jeep that passed by. So, on the last part, you saw yung trunk layout natin. You also saw the front suspension and the rear suspension of the car. Ngayon, I won't be able to test drive the car. Okay? Kasi this still has to go through tuning. Wala pa rin siyang power steering. Wala pa siyang air conditioning. So, I can't test drive it. Pagkatapos nito, i-tune pa to. Tatapusin pa yung mga minor shit na kailangan gawin dito sa kotseng to. So, it's indeed a project car. It's a work in progress talaga. So, bear with us for that. You won't be able to see the suspension play. Pero as you can see, ito yung kanyang fitment. How do you like it? Malabas muna ako sa frame. Perfect, right? Okay? Thank you kay Val of V-Works, Val de Monteverde, for actually helping me do the fitment for this car. He did the fender pull and fender roll. And then thank you kay Alex Banawi Boy, Alex Lim of Banawi Boy, the Banawi Boy, for providing the wheels, RPF1 by Dynamics. And kay Jervin, yung ating Honda Civic na client, siya nag-provide ng tires. So our fitment clients are actually helping our fitment client. So that's fun. And it was actually a great build. So thank you sa inyo guys for helping out talaga. Hear that? Ganda. So let's show you guys the maximum air up of the car. So we're gonna raise the car up. I don't know if you can see me. I think I can just, pop my head out like this. Ooh, the rumble. Alright, so I won't rev it much for you guys kasi it still has to go some tune. So ngayon, this is the highest point na pwedeng maabot ng kotse. Then we have P3. Okay? We have P2. And then we have P1. And of course, we're gonna simulate an air out. Taas muna natin. And then air out natin. I'm actually controlling it by the remote inside the car. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I can actually control it with the phone as well if you want me to. So let's do that as well. So hear that rumble, very nice rumble, blow-off valve sound. It's basically an STI in a legacy body, so that's actually really good. So you can raise it up using the phone, no problem. Then I can drop it down as well. One more. Yeah. So overall, the car is really low, really good looking. Ito na yung best setup natin. Wheel spec. Wheel spec is actually 18-inch, okay? We're going with an 18-inch rim. And ironically, ang pinakamagandang setup dito na wheels ay actually pang WRX VA, which is 18 by 8.5 offset 35. That's an Evo spec, okay? Tires 215/35 18-inch 18s. Hindi ba masyado manipis yung 35 series? Actually, it's up to you. You can go 40 series, pero you won't be able to do this. Kung gusto mo naman ng 225/40, sige, 225/40, go for offset 45, okay? I'm gonna give you a safe spec. Okay, this is like the wildest fitment that you can get. Pero if you want a bigger tire, 225/40, ang dapat mags mo ay 18 by 8.5 offset 45 or 45 or 40. Yeah, or 40. So yun, build difficulty. It's actually very easy. This is one of the easiest cars na ginawa namin. So this is probably the only car na pwede ko sabihin na we can finish in a day. Kasi hindi siya divorced, maluwag pa siya, and it's very basic, very easy to do. Lahat, yung layout, pati yung trunk setup, napakadali. So all in all, this car actually very easy to do. Almost any builder can pull it off, probably. Pero mahirap dito yung fitment. So you really have to trust yung nagfi-fitment nung fenders mo for that. Shoutout sa may-ari nitong kotseng to, Sir Cedric Ponce, for letting us shoot the car again. And yeah, building the car again for him. Thank you for the trust, and I appreciate the collaboration na ginawa natin for this. This is actually really good. One of the best looking legacies na nagawa, or probably in the Philippines. So, thumbs up sa'yo, thumbs up. Shoutout sa inyo. Sa mga may ganitong platform, let me know what you think. Comment down below kung maganda ba. So, if you have a legacy or something similar, this video is for you. So, you want to bag your Subaru Legacy. This is how. Okay? You have the wheel spec, you have the details, you also have the builder. It's been Cal from Fitment Engineering, and you're watching Fitment TV. So you want to bag your legacy. What's next? Who knows? Thank you for watching. Subscribe. And we're gonna hit 10,000 soon. Oh, well, 9,000 muna. We're gonna hit 10,000 soon. So, and then Manila Shop, wait for it as well. Hopefully, everything will be smooth. It's been just busy, and I appreciate everyone waiting for us and sumasabaybay sa atin. Thank you sa lahat. Okay? For now, That's going to be it. Bye.